In January 2016, Leslie Cook, Nate McLennan, and Nick Coynes traveled to Bhutan to conduct two 5-day professional development workshops for primary school teachers and Royal University of Bhutan lecturers. In Bhutan, educational enrollment and completion rates are in the 40th to 90th percentiles. However, literacy is below the 33rd percentile benchmark. Bhutan's average GDP growth is 6.63%, with hydropower, agriculture, tourism, and mining as the primary economic contributors. Each of these sectors has grown over the last 40 years, and there is now an increased need for educated youth to continue fostering economic growth. The Bhutanese Ministry of Education created a 10-year plan to increase educational equity and access, to teach intellectual, communicative, and leadership competence, and to shift Bhutan's educational system toward one where teachers are valued, supported, and developed. The Teton Science Schools has partnered with the Ministry of Education to help bring about positive change in the educational system through professional development for teachers. The goal of the 2016 workshops was to train educators to teach their content areas in more place-based ways, specifically by using the design and inquiry cycles.
Team of professors working with us. They've taken the whole responsibility in training our teachers, and it has benefited our system.
Local learning to inspire global citizenship. This is aha for me, because before attending this PBE workshop, I never thought of trying to connect the local place with the students. I just went on with what is prescribed in the curriculum, and after attending this place-based education workshop, I even changed the style of teaching, and then I always feel that my students are learning because of this connecting place with the students. First, they have to learn locally, and then they have to build up and grow.
Are other teachers trying out place-based education, or are you the only one at your school?
Yes, we all are. We are forced to do. We all are forced to do. I mean, like forced in a sense, like as I went for workshop, my principal will not spare me. He would ask me, "Yes, you went for workshop. You have to now implement in the school." And
shared with the other teachers.
I have to share. I have to do. In the first year, I did 2 days of workshop.
What we can say two different phases.
We have good research to suggest that place-based education does a few things. And whether it's teaching Excel to go over and use and apply and look at student results, or looking at pond ecosystems, or applied school management because they relate it back to their school experiences, all those things are relevant to place. They're connecting to place in some way. So place-based education increases engagement. And we have
that's inquiry that he stands there and try to see it. Why? And then those information will come if he sees again and again and again. Because those information will be gathered, data will be gathered, you can conclude by himself. So, because I did not say the answer, because I said that is one of the place for inquiry. He can see many times, he will get the answer. And that's how the inquiry is in science.
It's almost been the 8th year that we have been working with Teton Science School, and it has benefited a lot of schools. And also, in particular, teachers have now extra skills, and they are confident to teach using place-based education. So I think today, even party tonight will be based on place-based education. It will be very organic, and even dance will be place-based education.
When you're doing something like place-based education, you typically are doing something that's different than maybe other teachers in your school.
in particular, we are happy to see our senior participants who have been with us for a couple of years. And also, it's good to see that this morning we've already talked to some of participants, and what they had to say was that the place-based education is helping in their teaching pedagogy, which is good news. So with this note, I think helped us in helping our children to learn better in schools.